Hey everyone, it's Matt along with Goo here, and we're going to talk today about Week 6 Arena. What is the stage effects, what's the weight limit, and what team am I going to run, and what should you be looking for? Stay tuned. Alright, just like what we always do, we're going to go over the Week 6 Arena rules first and then kind of just figure out what can be used. This one is a more common one. There's going to be a 30% damage reduction, and only 235 weight will be allowed, which is fairly normal. And unlike week 5, where you were seeing a lot of different teams, I think this week you're going to see fairly similar teams and what you should basically be doing. Once again, let's just go over quickly over the point categories. You get 40, 60, or 80 depending on which tier that you click for the victory points. Turn bonus and survival bonuses are 20 points instead of 10, sorry. And uh, it is different than JP, where it was based on how many for survival. Now it's just how many units you die. So if you have 4 units, you can still get the full survival bonus of 20, and your weights are here. So 2 question marks and slash heroes and 2 S units is 230 points. 1 question hero, 3 S units, and a D is 230, and or 1 C, sorry, and 4 S, 1 A, and is 235 points, which is the full allotted points if you want to go that route. It kind of depends on your best units. I am definitely going with the 2 question mark and 2 S unit strategy for 230 points. I could add my ghost just to go in there and maybe heal. So I may go do that with the F. But in all honesty, that's just usually more clicks and not really all that much help overall. But if you want to go that route, you can also do that as well for the 1F unit to make it 235 points. So I'm just going to talk about my composition and probably some other compositions that we might see. My composition is going to be my powerhouse units. So it's going to be Zoma, who's at level 110 with 4 hearts. He's going to be obviously my main damage dealer. Sorrow, who now I have up to 4 hearts with. He's level 90. He is already S6. He is going up. He's currently level 90. I'm really hoping that by the end of the week I'll be back up to level 110 with him. But it's been a long grind as I've run out of EXP scrolls for my Sorrow. White King and Lionheart are also level 110. White King's 5 hearts, and my Lionheart, thank you for the Dragon Quest. I got him to 3 hearts, and now he is definitely my fourth most powerful unit. But depending, and this is what I'm going to try to talk about with other people. I don't have much else to really show, but I want to kind of just make sure that people understand that you should come up with, maybe you have your top 2, or like me, I have really my top 3, and the Lionheart's pretty close to the top 4. But you want to make sure that you look at the team that you're going to be fighting against. And I'm going to go to Arena. I'm very upset right now with the ranking that I've got. Um, I actually got a error during the Dragon Quest when we got to 3,500. It did not count my 120 points, which would have brought me into 2,410, where I should be. And I would, instead of being in the rank probably going to be 700, I should have finished in the top 200 or so. But let's just go to an example here. It's going to tell me that if I fight, it's not going to be there, yada yada. Go into your enemy info and look at the weaknesses. You want to make sure that you line up with them very much. So if I was going to bring in my Zoma, Zoma, Sorrow, White King, and Lionheart, this would fit in fairly okay. Zoma's weak to my White King and my Lionheart. And my Lionheart is actually very good to go against Zoma. He has now just enough HP, especially against 1 heart or 2 hearts, to survive a Psycho Cannon. but just barely. This White King is level 2, but the only unit that'd be weak against is Zoma, and I would make sure my Zoma would definitely be going first over this White King, so I shouldn't have any issues there. The Killing Machine and Sorrow, that would be a great combination. The Pickled Slime, I would have a little bit of a harder time with, but all in all, it's not a damage dealer, so at that point, I could just say that's okay and skip. But if I really, really wanted to, I would probably have to go like a Dragon Lord, which I actually wouldn't be able to fit on this team. Let's see, what other Sizz or Frizz units would I be able to really put in there? You know what? I would actually struggle because right now my Sizz and is the Frizzle. But yeah, it's basically Dragon Lords there. My White King does have Sizzle on him, so he can at least cast it on it. So I might have a little hard time with Pickled Slime, but I have enough damage, and the weak strengths here. Pickled Slime's not strong against all of the units, so I should be able to pick apart this team in 2 to 3 turns. So what you really want to ensure that you do is, well, you can do yours. So as with the Zoma, go to your resistance. Make sure that, so heavy resist, Frizz, and Bang. So the Zoma would be very strong against those units. Make sure that you don't line up very much with their heavy resistance, and like Sorrow would not like my team, especially with this one. Obviously, I wouldn't be having the Hades Condor, but my team is very bang resistant, but the Zap does help. So make sure that you do that. Maybe you'll have your solid 2, like I have my Zoma and Sorrow. And really, I have my White King as my 3rd. I don't think I'm ever going to really change that, unless if I'm fighting a Sorrow. Then I'll have my Slineheart there for the wind, and I will try and choose some type of physical. So let's go ahead and look at my party real quick here. Yeah, I just hit rank up just because I can. Units that I might want to put in if I'm fighting against a Sorrow, Killing Machine obviously could be one. Actually, to kind of counteract it to maybe my Queen Slime. And I would love to get my Kirill up there, but I don't have any more iridescence orbs to go through. And so at this point, I would have to go there, or I would probably put Ragnar in, as I'm still working on getting him to the 5th heart, which I should be able to do tomorrow, which actually should be just in time for that. So either it'll be that, or I'll put in my Boykin. But come up with plans. So as I say, for teams that I'm going to be fighting against Sorrow, White King's going to if I have to fight a Sorrow team, and I'm going to be honest, a Sorrow team is going to be the team that I would like to skip the most, and that's just because my 2 best units, well, okay, my best damage unit is Soma. Sorrow versus Sorrow go head to head, but until I get to level at least 100, I'll probably be a little bit behind even with the 4 hearts. And my White King, I have 2 spellcasters, and they are still the top of my tier for teams. It would hurt me a lot to have to take out my White King and put it, say, with a Killing Machine. So just understand the teams that you go against. Try and pick teams that you would be the best fight against and go for it. Personally, once I get Sorrow, actually he just leveled up to 91. Yay! I'm gonna have him fast. He might not be my first one. Yeah, he should be able to outspeed my Slineheart fast enough, and my Zoma. I'll move him up so that he will take most of the magic AoE. The AI is usually pretty dumb on that, and that's going to be my plan for a while, at least until I don't see that many mage compositions. So come in with a plan. You don't have a sorrow, but you have a unit that's very tinky. Maybe you have something that is very high, something like a very powerful Great Dragon that's got some good HP. I mean, mine's only level 80, but if you take a look at it, he's got 484 without any equipment on him either. Getting him to 100, he'd be in around the 700 range, which would give him a decent chance to survive some of those, especially with the 30% damage reduction. Another good one, obviously, for free-to-play people, have a green dragon. The agility might be slow at the 281. I do have him A6 level 100. But if you did farm him out, look, he's got 1086 HP. Yeah, that is increased by the sword here, which gives him 36 plus another 96. So you can see. But even so, he's still got 940 something HP at level A6. And if you give him, instead of an HP, you give him an agility, he can go out there and tank some of that damage. So come up with a plan for both a physical team that you might figure out against and a magic team. And that should help you get beyond what you're going with. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please comment down below. You can also please like and subscribe here, and also you can catch me live at twitch.tv/MattGuru. Also, I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/MattGuru as well. All the links are down below. I hope you guys enjoy this weekly talk that we're doing. This one is more straightforward, so I'm just trying to give some good ideas for people who might be struggling to get a better score. As I say, if you want more one-on-one there, catch me on my Twitch when I am actually streaming instead of when I'm AFK. I'll be happy to go over your team and try to improve it as much as I can. Thanks, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I will see you guys later. Bye.